Call Halayim, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem, Rakah Kadash, double honors to the elders and the apostles of the great millstone who rule well, Shalom, and salutations to the hopeful elect, the Akim out there spreading the gospel throughout the four corners of the earth in sincerity and truth, presenting their bodies as a living sacrifice as the scripture teaches us to do. I'm the brother Almighty from the great millstone Chicago camp, and basically I'm just coming back to you with another lesson concerning this basic universal income. You know, the apostle Tahar did a video about it, you know, the other day, you know, and he had that nigga Larry, I think his name is Larry, you know, basically from the Dave Chappelle show, I'm rich, bitch. And you know, that's what's coming with this. You know, niggas gonna have that stupid ass spirit, but along the pipe is gonna be hyperinflation. You know, look that terminology up, man. This government, you know, basically printing and making more money, printing more money because of the money that it's spending. It's gonna cause shit to go up. Like a perfect example of hyperinflation, you know, in layman's terms, the best I can explain it, is when a loaf of bread that was $2 costs $20. So they might give you more money, but the price of everything may go up. You know, everything, nothing that this man have, you know, when I say this man, I'm speaking about the nation of Edom. You know, nothing he has is beneficial for the Hebrew Israelites, the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. The scripture tells you to never trust thy enemy. All right, this is a gift, but what does a gift do? And we're going to get it into the scriptures, man, you know. Because this is not for your benefit. This is for your downfall, man. You know? And ultimately to crash this whole thing and implement the RFID chip, the mark of the beast, man. This is Deuteronomy 16 and verse 19. It says, thou shalt not arrest judgment, thou shalt not respect persons, neither take a gift. For a gift doeth blind the eyes of the wise and perverted the words of the righteous. Hey, because one thing the elders of Apostle Tahar said in this video was that, you know, you get Jake a couple thousand, you know, you give them, they go, man, you know, what if these children, you know, what if this is the greatest nation on the planet of the earth? What if we was supposed to be here? You know, that gives them a sense of comfortability, man, when they got their gifts and their goodies. And they showed you that, you know, during the 1970s where they broke up households with that welfare system. All right, with the Section 8 system, you know, all that goes into Jake getting the gift and that judgment being perverted. Matter of fact, I'm going to read that over, and then I'm going to go to the Proverbs 17 chapter. It's Deuteronomy 16, and this is in the law, man. You know, these laws are what separated us from the other nations, man. This is our wisdom. The scriptures say this is our wisdom amongst all the nations, man. But our people don't have this, so they fall for the treacheries and the wiles of the so-called white man, hook, line, and sink. This is Deuteronomy 16 and verse 19 that says, thou shalt not arrest judgment, thou shalt not respect persons, neither take a gift, for a gift doeth blind the eyes of the wise and pervert the words of the righteous. All right? So Esau is more cunning, you know. The scripture said that the children of this world are wiser than the children of light. You know, the scripture referred to him as that great serpent of old. That is called the devil, man. You know, he's that great serpent of old that was more subtle, you know, in the garden than the other creatures. He's the master snake. The scriptures say he is the anointed cherub that covered. I think that's Ezekiel the 28th chapter. Thou art wiser than Daniel. This man is the master of trickery, man. And nobody on this side is going to get over on Esau with that, man. This man, everything he has is set up to your detriment, man. And he knows how to get under the skin of you Negroes, man. You know, it's an old saying, you know, called there's a method to his madness. All right, and Esau has mastered that. This is Proverbs 17 and verse 23. It says, a wicked man taketh a gift out of the bosom to pervert the ways of judgment. Because Esau is the wicked. You know, he knows how to shut you niggas up, man, with bribery. Basically, he got you niggas being shut up. You know, being tricked. You know, he pulling the wool over your eyes, so to speak, and all this other stuff is down the pipe. You know, the RFID chip, hyperinflation. You know, the world not dealing with him in trades. You know, he has nothing, you know, to do with the other nations or nothing to give the other nations. So they force, all they're gonna do is go to war. So that's gonna usher in World War III. You know, I'm not the most geopolitic brother, but a fucking Ray Charles can see this. you know. This is Ecclesiastes 7 and verse 7. It says, surely oppression maketh the wise man mad. And we see that this is more adding to the affliction and the oppression of our people. And this drives us crazy, man. It drives us to a state of madness, so to speak. But we have the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai to balance it, man. And it says, and a gift destroyed the heart. So a gift destroyed the minds of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You know, Esau throw you some kibbles and bits, man. And you Negroes and spit rolls, you know, you go for it. Hook, line, and sink. And the scripture tell you to never trust them, man. They never gave you anything, man, that was to your benefit, man. What they do, they gave the Native Americans, the Gadites and the Reubenites, according to the Holy Bible, man. They gave them blankets with smallpox in them, you know, stuff like that. Other diseases came with them to trade, like they was in some good, you know, look what that gave them. Hey, they gave all you other tribes, including them, they gave you Negroes a welfare system, you know, pushed the man out the house, you know, fucked up your whole household. You know, now your children, now it's no order. You know, your women want to be men, your men want to be women, your children want to be adults. You know, this Esau's gifts come with destruction, man. You know, it's poison. Hey, this is Sirach, or Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha 12 and verse 10. It says, never trust thy enemy, for like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness. You know, and iron, something don't rust just overnight, man. It says, though he humble himself, it's a method to this, man. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away. All right. Hey, so all you got to do is check him out. You know, keep watching. Watch what's down the pipe of, if anything, Esau got set up. That's why the Apostle Elder Tahar, he said it in his video, man. He said, everything that happens, you know, you filter it through the scriptures. You know the scriptures, man. You know that the scriptures say that his words are smoother than butter. You know. We know this dude is the crafty, subtle creature, man. That's one thing about knowing who your enemy is, man. You get a sense of who you are. You get a sense of what you're supposed to do. You get a sense of knowing who your brother is. You know, knowing your enemy is very beneficial, man. So when they think that they got something going for you, you know, this is all madness, man. When has Esau gave you niggas something good, man? This is 2nd Ezra 19, because this is what's to come. 2nd Ezra 16 to 19. It says, behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent, and scourges for amendment. And we see in these things. But for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be mindful of the scourges. Behold, victuals shall be so good, cheap upon the earth, they shall think themselves to be in good case. Even then shall evils grow upon the earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. So they gonna get them little kibbles and bits that the master throw them little scraps under the table, and they gonna all think it's all good, you know. The gas, you should see these niggas, man, when they ride past dollar gas. Not even considering this gasoline and this oil, man. This shit finna blow, man. Literally, you know, this shit finna cause a lot of war, man. Hey, why they don't talk about? Ain't even had a meme, man. Why they ain't talking about war no more? You know, because now the main face of this, you know, this hoax, you know, is you got the coronavirus, but everything else still going on, man. Look at all the things that's happened this year. None of this stopped because you got this big ass Trojan horse, you know, to usher in all this madness called the coronavirus, you know, in a way, man. But you know, a nigga ride past dollar gas and he think it's all good. Man, this place is finna go up in flames, literally. I'm gonna read this again. This is 2nd Ezra 16 and verse 21. It says, behold, victual shall be so good, cheap upon the earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case. And that's the spirit. Esau gonna rock you niggas right back to sleep, man. You know, even though wisdom and crying in the street, we've been out here bringing all these lessons, man. you know, putting in all this work, man. Hey, but the Lord is ultimately blinding you, man, and he used Esau to play with you niggas, man. The scriptures say the deceived and the deceiver are his. All right, it says, even then shall evils grow upon the earth, and sword and famine and great confusion. For many of them shall dwell, so many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine. A famine is coming, man. This money gonna be flying down the goddamn street, man. And these are created food shortages, man. All right. And the other shall escape from the hunger, shall the sword destroy. It said, and the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them, for the earth shall be wasted, and the cities shall be cast down. That's what's to come, man. Nothing else is to come, man. So you niggas think it's gonna have that cash money rich niggas spirit, man, because Esau, and like the apostle said, you niggas gonna be buying Jordans. You know, the brother Yasharala, man, he said that, I remember he said that a couple years ago, a nigga take the chip. You said all you gotta do is get him 2 stacks in a month. 2 stacks a month. You know, that was the spirit, man. Get them niggas a couple stacks, they gonna be buying mics, cigarettes. Like the apostle brought it out there about big box truckload of niggas about cigarettes, blunts. They opened up, they gave them niggas a stimulate, man. This stimulus, man, right here in Chicago, man. They got a fucking crab shack, 2 crabs, 2 scrimps, whatever the fuck it's called. Man, them niggas had a great line around the crab shack, man. Esau gonna rock you niggas back to sleep, man, and he gonna destroy you, man. But with that being said, man, ain't nothing good coming out of that 2 stacks. All right. Call Halalim, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash, double honors to the elders and the apostles of the great millstone who rule well into the hopeful elect. Shalom.